Pantomime Blog 3, Question 1. Briefly say what work was completed in the session, including the warm-ups and any meetings. Outline the tasks. This should only be a few sentences, no more. Discuss how you used any source material, e.g. script, image, mask, issue, or piece of music. Today's lesson was 2 weeks before our performance and our tech rehearsal. So what we did today was we looked at specific scenes in the pantomime that we needed to work through, as well as doing a full run through and organising any props, costumes or set that needed to be found or finished before our tech rehearsal. Question 2. Discuss what progress you made, how you felt, how the work was developed or how it moved forward. What new work or new ideas were created or developed? How are you interpreting your roles and the scene? Skills and acting techniques used. We managed today to get in a lot of the props that we needed for our performance. So we moved forward in organisation for props and costume. We just needed to tell people and organise who was bringing in what props that we didn't have and what costumes that we didn't have. We also took note of any costumes that we needed buy-in from Nottingham and any costumes that we needed buy-in online. We needed to get the cat costume online and all of the other costumes. Our tutors were going to Nottingham that weekend to rent them from a shop. I feel like I also made a lot of progress in some of the comedy in my scenes. Because I've been going over my scenes a lot, I'm now able to add in bits of comedy with other characters. So new ideas have been added in to make it more funny, to make new jokes. Question 3. What was the effect of what you did? So organising what props we need buy-in and what costumes we need renting has helped us on the tech aspects, and also going over specific scenes that we were unsure of and scenes that need more work helped us for the smooth running of the performance and the smooth running of transitions between each scene. Question 4. Evaluate how effective the work completed was and say why it worked well or less well. So sitting down and discussing what props and costumes we needed buy-in helped again with the tech side of our performance, which is very important. That got us moving forward with what we needed, so we didn't have to stop while rehearsing and discuss what we might need for that scene. Also, the effectiveness of going over the specific scenes that we weren't sure of helped with any uncertainty about what needed to be done, so that we could do more smooth rehearsals without again having to stop and recap what we needed to do. Question 5. Discuss strengths and weaknesses. Working as a group, I feel like we worked well to delegate roles of bringing in specific props and costumes. Focus and staying focused. I think I did very well today to stay focused and make sure I was being more organised and taking notes of the things that I needed to bring in. And I think another strength is supporting other people. So me and Chantel swap the role of the fairy. And today I feel like I was helping her and giving her direction on what she could do, as well as her helping me. Weaknesses, time management. I did show up to this rehearsal late, and so I need to work on my time management. And also motivation. So the motivation at the start of the lesson to get up and do practical work straight away, I find quite hard. So I need to find that motivation. Question 6. Discuss the level of professionalism from yourself and the group. How suitable is the work at this stage for a public audience? I don't think that our performance is yet ready for the public audience, just because we haven't got all the costume and props sorted yet, and there are still a few scenes where we need to work on transitions and ironing creases out. But our professionalism of a group, I feel, has been good in this session, because we have all been taking notes on what props and costumes we need to bring in and delegating roles, which I think was really good. Question 7. What do you personally need to improve on? Think about attitude and skill. Listen and respond to your feedback. Use correct terminology for movement, vocal characterization, and stage techniques. There isn't an awful lot I feel I need to improve on for my characterization, but bringing in bits of costume and props for my character, I need to start improving on more. I need to start bringing lots of different things in and seeing what works well and what works best for my character, because I've not really thought an awful lot about costume for my character at this point. Question 8. Discuss how your character has developed. Talk about vocals, your physicality, and general characterization. My character over the course of this project has been developing continuously. Me and Chantel have been working together this lesson to give each other feedback, which I think helped really well. Just seeing it from another person's perspective who is also playing that character has helped me to develop my character a lot more. Question 9. What performance techniques have you used during the rehearsal process? What was the result of this? I've been looking a lot more at audience interaction in today's session, so how I can react and interact with the children, looking at little things that I can add in, little jokes I can add in to make my performance more funny and more engaging for the audience. Question 10. Briefly discuss what needs to happen next lesson or what you need to remember to do. Bring or complete for next session. Always do this in the form of an action plan. Please don't write gain more confidence or learn my lines. Be specific and pinpoint exactly what you need to do and why, when and how you will do this in between sessions. Next lesson, I need to make sure that I'm performing with my energy as high as possible, because it is only going to be a week away from the performance. And I also need to make sure that my transitions between each scene are much faster pace. I also need to bring in all my costumes and props so that I'm fully prepared for the session.